Okay, for this video we are going to practice rotating a shape 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin, but we're just going to be using our rules. So I'm going to be focusing on the part of the study guide that you have that says alternative explanation. The two rules are for a 90-degree rotation, X and Y switch places, and then we are going to refer to the quadrant that the shape lands in to figure out what signs needs to change. This might be easier than memorizing the rules if you're confused. So currently, my shape starting out right here in quadrant 2. Now quadrant 2, as a reminder, it has all negative x's and all positive y's. So my ordered pairs right here are for the shape A, B, C, D. And as you can see, all of the x's, -6 and -6, are negatives. Zeros don't have signs. And then all of the y's happen to be positive. And so I know that this is going to be going counterclockwise, which is like in this direction, and it's going to be landing in quadrant 3. So quadrant 3 is my new quadrant, and in all of my quadrants 3 ordered pairs, the x's will be negative and the y's will be negative. And I know that I'm going to be switching the x and y absolute value numbers because I've only gone 90 degrees. So I'm going to write my new primes here, A prime and B prime, C prime, and D prime. All right, so I got my ordered pairs here, -6 and 4. Now I'm not going to worry right now about the signs. I'm just going to switch the numbers. So for here, I'm going to put 4 and 6. It's easier if you just think about the numbers that are there. For B, I'm going to put 7 and 0 because I know they're switching. For C, 3 and 0, and then for D, 0 and 6. And now I have to figure out which ones are positive and which ones are negative. Well, again, we're in quadrant 3, and we know that all x's in this area will be negative and all y's will be negative. So I'm going to go ahead and make all my numbers negative. So I have -4, -6, -7, 0 doesn't have a negative sign, 3, nothing for these zeros, and then -6. And now I'm going to plot my points. So for A, I start off at here in the middle at the origin, and I'm going to go backwards 4 and then down 6. So there's my new A prime. B is going to be going backwards 7, and then we're not moving up the y because it's 0. C will be going backwards 3 on the x-axis, 0. And then D is going nowhere on the x-axis, but it is going down 6 on the y. So our new shape is here. And it is a correct rotation from quadrant 2 to quadrant 3, parallelogram 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin. All right.